Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all how this old man got 158 on NA West Unreal Solo Rank Cup. So first things first, I just want y'all to know I'm showing y'all two games. These are my top two games. The first one, this one is a top 3. The second one is a Victory Royale. And what I really want y'all to see is how I come up with the game plan and how you can apply this in other tournaments, say like the Solo Victory Cup coming up. So first things first, we get our chest. We have a drop spot which is lethal labs, but it's way too con, so we don't land there. What we need to do is just get scraps and try to figure out a way to get everything we need to prepare for the end game. So also, if you new to the channel, be sure to drop a sub. I post every Friday at 4 p.m. and I'm gonna start posting twice a week, so be ready for Tuesday uploads too. So what I do next is I go to a location where I can get some more loot. So I gotta make sure no one's there, because right now I'm kind of shambles. I can make sure I top off my shield, and then the next thing I want to do is make sure I can get gold, anything that's worth value in the game. Make sure I get like more heals to carry. So I got I open this chest and I get a shotgun and mobility. As you know, the mobility is the jetpack. It's so good to have, and like I got the gold so I can cap my bigs out, check to see if there's a nice shotgun in there, and then right here I'm just capping out metal. So once you get max brick, max metal, it's pretty easy to get wood from there. So you really just want to focus on going to the center of the map, and then once you make it to the center of the map, all you want to do is camp. So as you can see, I'm just pickaxing wood, and then I see that zone is gonna close, so I want to make sure I'm getting to the dead center, because I don't want to be like not dead center. So these rotates right here are the most sketch thing that you're gonna have to deal with in the entire game. After that, it's pretty easy from there. So you want to make sure you like watching your back, and you just find a bush that you can go to. So me, sometimes I'm a little scary and I don't shoot the bush because I don't want people to know I'm near, so I just have my builds out. But you can shoot the bush as well, and you just sit here in AFK. And as you can see, 2 zones passed until I had to move again, and I mark where I need to go. Since it's the 4th zone and the game's pretty dead, I'm not gonna agree positioning on this one, because sometimes 5th zone is 50-50. But if you really are confident with your rotate skills and like holding your ones in a, like if someone decides to key you, then you can honestly just fully rotate to the next center in 4th zone, especially in those solo victory cups when it's gonna be a lot more people on the map. So since it's only 34 people, I just chill, I sit here, and I just keep my gun out, just making sure no one's trying to like run in the bush. And that's really all you gotta do. Alright, and then just here goes some pointers for when you're sitting in the bush. Like, you always want to be on high alert. Like, I mean, even in a stack lobby, like you could get like free surge tags, but I'm just paying attention to these people around me, because they could easily just decide like, hey, I want to shoot this bush to make sure no one's in there, or like they could get distracted and you can get a free kill. As you can see, like I'm just paying attention to this person that was farming, and then I know like there's a person to the left that's in a box. So I see that person trying to lurk on the person that was farming, so I get me some free tags, and like I instantly jetpack, because like I know like they might look at me and then zone pop, so it's time to rotate anyways. And when you're jetpacking, like you just want to like make sure you have good movement. Like I know that's easier said than done, because sometimes you could just get fully beamed, but good movement is key. So here I just see this mountain, and it's like in the best spot in zone, and I block off my back, but I kind of should have used wood there instead of like using brick, because I just wasted like good mats. Like you always want to use wood when you're just like blocking off angles and stuff like that. But thankfully I was able to get the zone. I did use a lot of brick here. I did want to play a high layer just in case I pulled zone. I go for some tags, I miss my shots, but just making sure, I'm trying to make sure no one's like trying to land where I'm at. And then while I wait for the next zone, what I can do is just go refarm. So that's what I end up doing, just refarming the brick underneath me. Had to show my dog some love first, but yeah, we end up going down to refarm the brick. And honestly, like this isn't the best brick, but like just because that it's something, I'm getting it. And like you always want to make sure while you're refarming that you're not like leaving yourself exposed. Like, so I knew no one was near me, so that was pretty good. And then just going back up and waiting for the next zone. So one thing I'm not sure if I mentioned already, but this game is after the game that I just won. I'm gonna show y'all the game that I won after this, and I'm not sure if there's elo in these ranked cups, but this game was definitely a lot more stacked than the one that I won. So I just rotate here. I use the bush for cover. I do get looked at. I make sure to switch to my hards right away, and then I am just lurking in the bush. I end up just pickaxing the bush so I can get some more mats from that and building a wall. And then after that, I just go into my cone and look. Now, the cone strat I think is underrated. No one's really gonna shoot at your cone, and as long as you're in like brick or metal, if someone does shoot, you can just drop back down into your box. But this gives you full visual on everything happening around you. So I see that the next zone has popped, so I'm getting ready to rotate. I pop a big because I know like I don't want to get like beam 200 old in the air, and then I just make this little wall like above me. And then like if you don't know about this, you can just make some walls above your cone, and then you just edit the top 3 tiles, like the top 3, and then you can jetpack from there. So here we go with another jetpack play, and what you really want to focus on is you just want to try to make sure you land in a good spot and you have good movement. So I'm paying attention to my arrow on the mini map. I see where zone's gonna be. I get on a high layer. This is very important. You always want to try to land elevated. Like, you never want to just land like on low ground, because that can be kind of grief. What I'm doing here is I'm just keeping awareness of the person next to me, because I'm not really sure what they have in mind. Like, these rank cups can be very aggressive. People can be very aggressive and just go for kills and refreshes, because like there's not much to lose in a rank cup other than like, oh, you didn't place well. But like there's more to lose in like tournaments where there's potential earnings and potential PR and placements. So what I do again is I go in a cone and I see someone's above me, so I know like my next rotate may be a little griefed. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna make my next rotate. And looking at the mini map, you can see like there's 10 seconds until zone pops, so I need to make a decision on what I'm gonna do next. So what I do here is, like, I hear the pickaxing and stuff happening, so I just make one more box out just to give myself some more space and more time. I make another box out just to give myself even more space and time, and then I just go for some tags. I see that I'm getting shot at, like someone's trying to break me out, so you just gotta make sure you always keep awareness in the end game, because you could just easily get broken out at any time. Right here, this next rotate, I'm not gonna say that it was the best rotate. Like, it was kind of like, I would say I got maybe lucky, because I'm just out in the open. Like, I'm not blocking my head, my front, but no one's looking at me either. Like, everyone's trying to rotate. And then also, this lobby isn't the most stacked, so I end up being able to get the zone. Now we're just looking to see if we can get some refresh. I'm not connected like I should be, but I mean, like I said, this isn't a super stacked lobby, and I am in hard mats, so that's good. I'm looking for kills right now, and zone pulls back to me, so that's a W right there. So while zone pulls back, what I like to do is I like to just look and see if I can get any free kills. I can see anyone just doing something stupid, like this person. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Like, he doesn't protect himself at all. He's just standing out in the open, so I get a free kill there, and then I get the mats. So then now I'm boxed up and I'm just tarping a little bit. I should have paid attention to how much mats I got, because it wasn't like an insane amount. I throw down the miss so I can get a rotate, but I really could have saved that and just rotated and popped the big and kept my miss. And I use a lot of mats here as well, so I'm kind of scuffed going into this part of the game, but I'm getting placement and I'm going up the leaderboard, so that's also important. Right here, someone tries to break me down, so I just keep awareness. Like, you really have to keep awareness, especially like when you switch to wood and stuff. And I would say that when you're rotating, it's good to use wood like until you get to the spot that you want to get to, and then like switch to brick. So right here, I'm just on wood, and Like I'm trying to make sure I get the zone. I need to pop a big. There again, I have awareness because I hold my wall. I see that person's trying to get in, and then I see zones coming. I'm very low on health, so I need to just keep going because I can't take any damage. I did get some mats from that person that just got killed, so that helped me out a lot. But just the water is grief right here, and I'm just so low ground. I'm so shambles. But I do keep the idea that I need to just keep getting like forward, like keep getting ahead. And then right here I know this guy's running out, so I hit him for 100, and then I need to just keep aggroing him really. I don't have much mats. I get that kill right there, and I need to get out, and then right here I just can't get out, but we get a top 3 out of that with 2 elims, so that's really good for placement. So this next game is the game before the one that I just got the top 3, and I really want to show y'all like my strategy, like what's in my head and all of that. So we don't have a drop map, but we've been dropping at Lethal Lab so much we kind of have the idea of where to pull our glider. And I see that I'm contested by multiple people, and like the main thing I want to make sure I don't do is be the one to fight first. And actually, like I said, I'm 31, 70 ping, playing on West, playing on console. If I could just avoid fights at all, that would be perfect, and just get the loot that I need, that would be perfect. So with Lethal being so big of a POI and like spread out, I can kind of just get what I need and get out of there. So what I do is I just start looting everything that I land on. Since no one actually landed on me, I make sure to block my angles while I go for the chests and stuff, and I just get what I can, so then I can just get out of there and go to the middle of the map like I did in the other game that I just showed you, and just AFK until end game. That's really the goal, because you're gonna get most of your placement in end game, even in like the solo cup that's coming up on the 8th. Like even in that one, like you will get mostly placement points by just playing for end game. Like you don't want to try to go for too many elims, especially if you're like a super insane fighter. Like I know everyone wants to be Peter bot, but like if you can just make end game and do good in end game, you'll do well, trust me. So what I'm continuing to do is just loot everything that's unlooted, because I know for a fact, like if no one's landed at the buildings that I'm near, I can just hurry up and loot it. And like I noticed that they were fighting, so that allows me more time to get more loot, which is very important. So what I want to do, like I said, is just I want to get very stacked. I see I missed a legendary ammo box, but I want to get very stacked, and I want to like get metal. Like metal is like the most important material to get first, because once you're max metal, like getting brick and getting wood is pretty easy, because you can just farm that while you're rotating. So I just make sure that I get max metal, and I'm just looping around the POI, so just avoid the people that landed with me, and just getting everything that I need so I can do well in the end game. So now I've made my way all the way around to the other side of Lethal, and while I'm like working my way around Lethal, I'm just staying like kind of sort of to the outskirts, so just in case I do run into someone, I can disengage without like being forced to fight like in one of those buildings. Because trust me, the buildings at Lethal are like the worst fights to fight in, because there's like spots where you can't build, there's just like super awkward angles. So I'm just really keeping awareness to see if anyone's there, because I do need to finish getting the rest of my metal. And thankfully they like ended up rotating out. Like I said, this is one of those cups where people are probably just looking at W key, and like I know my strengths. Like I'm not gonna try to just go W key, because at the end of the day I can just get the placement, and I can practice like playing for the end game and playing for placement. So we're starting to get placement here, and I'm getting my medal, so that's really all that matters for real. So the next thing I want to do is I really want to make sure everyone's gone, but just to get fully stacked I need to hit the machine. Like whenever there's a vending machine near, you want to take advantage, especially if you have gold. So what I do is I just go to the machine and I get 2 more big pots, because I have so much gold from opening chests, and then the goal is to just farm the rest of the metal and then get out of there. Alright man, just real quick, oh yeah, we got the rest of our mats, so we're 555. But real quick, just drop a like on this video, drop a comment if you're still here. It really if you're here to support, it really supports the video because it's showing that you're engaging and it helps it get out to more people, and maybe it can help someone that's like new to competitive. Like, I ain't trying to say I'm the best out here, but I did win this game, and I want to share like my tips on what I did to win the game. Maybe someone's not that great of a fighter, maybe my tips can be helpful. So back to, like I said, like from the first game that I showed you, I'm really just trying to avoid anybody, like, and I want to get to center zone. So there's a risk here with rotating like this. Like, you could end up in a fight, and if you are to get like pushed or shot at by someone, you have to analyze the situation. So like, if they're like mid to long range, then maybe you can just build off with wood walls, and then if they're like close to short range, then maybe just like box up with hard mats and like expand and try to play boxes. Like, that's what I would try to do. So right here I shoot this person because, like I said, you're in a bush. In an actual solo cup, you could possibly need surge. Like, this is a ranked cup, so yeah, you don't need surge like that, but just maybe I get a free kill, you never know. Luckily this person just disengaged, like they did not want to fight me at all, and I'm center zone as you can see on the map, so I just sit in the bush and just wait for zone. So that's really what you want to do. I am recording on my PlayStation, so I only get so many voiceovers to do, so I'm gonna probably just talk y'all out through the rest of the game once we get towards the end game. But right here is another important part, so I want to make sure I explain what I'm doing here. The zone closes and opens again, so what I want to do is just continue to get to a very good spot. I'm gonna give you one of my strats here really quickly. So I see a sandy strip. I see sandy strip, and there's a lot of buildings in sandy strip, so you can hide in buildings. And what I want to do is, I don't want to go on top of this and build, because like I'm kind of like drawing attention to myself if I was to build on top of that building. I want to get inside of a building and just like, I just want to hide in a cone. Like, so what I do is I just continue to rotate, and like I said, it's risky if you're rotating and you're not trying to fight, but you need to be confident, and you need to go for positioning. Like, you need to be confident. So like I said, I'm just sitting in a cone. I'm putting a metal cone down, and it takes a while for the metal to like fully build, but like if someone was to try to push me, then I'm in a metal cone, so like you can't like just 1-2 pickaxes like expose me. I have the edit, so I kind of give myself an advantage. And then what I do here is just like extra strategy. I just put like a ramp and I edit it, and then I put like another cone there and I edit it, and I just make it look like people were here, but like they ended up leaving, and I just sit in the cone. Luckily no one runs through while I'm here, so that's good. Like, I don't have to worry about like any compromising situations, but I just sit here for a while until the next zone. So we'll go ahead and skip ahead. Like I said, I got limited voiceovers, so I'm gonna talk y'all through at some point. Like, I'm just gonna talk y'all through the rest of the game, but I want to give y'all as much helpful info as I can until like I run out of like voiceovers and stuff. So like I said, if you made it this far in the video, be sure to drop a like, sub to the channel if you haven't already, and just leave me a comment on maybe what you want to see, or some more like ideas for a video, or like if you have questions or comments, or you want to talk about like how you did in the cups or what your rank is, because I'm Unreal, so I'm getting the Unreal leaderboard. Like, just let me know. Like, I'm all open to conversating in the comment section. Want to meet more competitors. Like, I don't care your age. Like, you can be old like me, 31, or you can be 16, 15, whatever. Like, I don't discriminate. So just let me know, man. So here a lot of time goes by before it's actually time to rotate, and then I see like footsteps are near me, so I don't want to go with this person while they're going. I'm just letting them go by, so I just wait until the footsteps disappear until I actually leave, and then as soon as they leave, I know I need to go. Like, I can't waste time, so I end up pickaxing out this wall, and then I see that I need to rotate to the spot on my mini map, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm just holding out my wood builds just because, like, I don't want to get shot at and not have my builds ready. When you're on high ping like this, like you want to always like think ahead. And like right now, I'm just trying my best to get as far in as I can. I did see some med bombs just now, but I didn't get to get it like when I was actually playing. And then like here you go, like we're just here getting keyed. So this is a really important part, and this is what I talked about all the way up until this point, that you could just get like W keyed by someone. And I make the edit right there on that person, and I didn't have my shotgun out, maybe because I'm like a little like nervous or whatever, but like at the end of the day, like it's just a rank cup, so you gotta like be in these situations. So like when you're playing an actual tournament, like a solo series, or maybe even the FNCS division cups, like you can be confident. So right here, I make another bots and I set up a right hand with this person, and this is what you want to do. Like you just want to take good peeks and you want to play good angles. And now this person's getting sprayed. Now what I should have did here was I should have made a wider edit since they were getting sprayed, and I should have just pickaxed the wall, took the wall, and made an edit on them, and then I would have had a free refresh. But unfortunately that didn't happen, and for some reason I think it's the same person still trying to fight me. So what I need to do is I need to get up a layer just so I can like reposition, regroup myself, and I retake the wall, because you never want to be sitting on a wall that's not yours. And then now I'm chilling, I'm reloading, and I'm still getting fought. So zone did pull, and I don't want to be like in that type of situation where I'm just fighting someone back a zone. And I think, like I said, I was nervous a little because I did a really bad rotate, because I just used my jetpack out in the open. Thankfully no one like really shot at me until like further into the rotate, and I was able to get like to the near edge of the next zone. So I just end up going up this side, and like I just used my wood to block off, and I'm just blocking off everybody because I don't want to get looked at while I don't want to get shot at while I'm trying to rotate. And thankfully I was able to get this like little mountain uncontested, and I just keep going up until I'm in zone. Like there's really no point in trying to like get center in these type of zones. And I see the package drop, so I'm like, I'm gonna go for the package drop because maybe I can find like some more loot. And there's two people next to me as a person like they're like ratting or whatever. I just make two boxes and then I get ready for the package drop. This person tries to spray me, so I already have another box. That's why you always want to make two boxes. And I have a big, I throw down my mist. Maybe I should have took the big, because throwing down the mist, like now I don't have that for in game. But also I didn't want them to see me if I like someone was trying to lobby me, so maybe the mist was better for that situation. So I'm kind of down on heals, but it is what it is, and we just sit here and wait for the next zone. So I'm looking to see if I can get some tags on anyone, and no one's really there where I can tag, so I need to set up the jetpack rotate. So like I said, you just build the walls around yourself. I'm still getting shot at, but I just like keep my composure, and I go up again. Maybe I shouldn't have did that, but I think it was the best thing in the moment. And like when you're in the moment, like you just do what you think is best in the moment. It may be for the best or it may not be, but you just want to be confident. So I dropped that launch pad because I'm like, I'm never going to use that in game, and I have the 3 tile edit up ready to go. And as long as you make this edit, you won't really get shot until like you're actually flying in the air. So that's what the plan is. We wait until zone's like almost right on us, and then like I said, you got to have good movement with the jetpack. Thankfully it's not that many people to look at me while I'm rotating, and I just try to get to a good spot. I try to elevate. I think I use way too many mats right here, because like just a simple 1x1 would have been good, but like I'm learning, man. I'm trying to get right. I connect myself anyways, and like I said, I'm learning. So me doing this video is also like a VOD review for myself, and like I can learn and do better the next time. So we make the box, like we're elevated, which is good, but we did use a lot of mats, so we want to make sure we keep that in mind for the next time we're in a situation like this. And we got like 5 seconds to the next zone, so we'll just sit here and wait. We see more people like gliding, landing, and now the next zone happens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look to see how the best way to rotate when I need to rotate, and see if I can get some free kills. So we're just sitting in the box looking through our cones. Like I said, you always want to look through your cones, and you can make this edit right here to shoot at people to the side of you. You don't want to like leave yourself too exposed for too long, like especially when you need to reload. So just always make sure you reset. And then right here, I'm just blocking off my side so I can look at more people, because if I can get an easy refresh here, it'll give me some more mats. Because right now, like, I'm only on wood, and then like I still end up getting shot by someone on height behind me, and now they're rotating, and it's gonna be time for me to rotate. So let's see like how good I can do this rotate. So like I said, the 3 tile edit, you can even do it like without making the walls up. Sometimes that can be grief because you don't get as much cover. And then what I do is I try to land on a high layer in zone, and I just make a box. Now I'm down to like only wood, so I can't keep like making double boxes, and I need to continue to look for refreshes. So right here, like, it's laggy, I'm 70 ping, I'm on console, so trying to get into your cone can be a little bit of a struggle, but just using this cone is always an advantage because I can see everything around me. So I see this person building up, I'm gonna try to take height from them, and I shoot them for like really big damage with my pump, and then I get like 1 tag with my spray weapon, and I see that they're like still playing zone. I look back and I'm like, okay, they're dead now. I just got the siphon, so I got the kill for that, and I'm on height, and I connect to this structure because I know like I can't get chopped that easily, and I see people fighting below me, so I just use my cones to get in front, and I just look back and it's just the last person, and I get the free win. So that's pretty much how I won and placed so high on the West Solo Rank Cup in the Unreal Ranked lobby. So that's pretty good, and if you want to see more content, just drop a like and a follow.